Here's the uncomfortable truth about vibe coding that no one wants to admit. Everyone's talking about how fast you can prototype with AI, like building an app in 5 minutes with no code knowledge required. And yeah, for prototype apps and weekend projects, it's amazing. But here's what breaks the moment you try to build something real: your infrastructure. The one thing people actually struggle with in vibe coding is setting up infrastructure that makes apps work in production. Your AI can create a beautiful front end, and it can write clean functions. But when it comes to connecting to real systems, to APIs that need authentication, to real-time data that needs to stay synced across your users, it falls apart. So even though we can create these prototype applications, we can't create them at scale with vibe coding. Realistically, as we stand right now, vibe coding actually adds more development time rather than less when you factor in all the debugging, the integration work, the making it actually work in production part. Unless your AI understood your infrastructure, this is where we can utilize the PubNub MCP to change this. Because here's the thing about real-time infrastructures. It's one of the hardest parts to integrate. WebSockets, state management, pub/sub patterns, presence, message history. Your AI has no idea how to wire this all up properly. It's working from generic examples it saw during training, and it does not know your channels, your authentication setup, and your actual infrastructure. But what if it did? The PubNub MCP Server plugs your real-time infrastructure directly into your AI coding assistant, and I mean directly. Your AI can now read the actual current PubNub SDK docs for any language, pull in conceptual guides on security and best practices, publish messages to your real-time channels with their keysets, subscribe and listen for incoming messages, query who's online in real time, fetch message history from your actual apps, and even manage your PubNub account and create new keysets. This isn't the "Hey AI, try to figure out PubNub from your training data." This is "Hey AI, here are the actual tools to work with PubNub infrastructure, go and build." Now let me show you how simple this is to set up. Now connect it to your AI client and cursor. Click on settings and navigate to the side panel where it says MCP. Click add new MCP server and add the following JSON with your publish and subscribe keys. Restart cursor, and that's it. Your AI now has direct access to your PubNub infrastructure. And this isn't just for cursor. This works with Claude Desktop, Claude Code, Windsurf, really any MCP compatible client. The setup is basically the same. You just point your config file to the MCP server and you're good to go. Same tools, same compatibilities, whatever AI coding environment you prefer. For more information about Claude Code, you can check out our documentation for how to set it up. The first superpower is documentation that's always fresh. The MCP server fetches official PubNub docs for JavaScript, Python, Java, Swift, Kotlin, Unity, Unreal, you name it. It converts them all from HTML to Markdown, and it streams them directly to your AI. So when you ask, how do I implement presence in Swift? Your AI isn't making it up. It's pulling the actual Swift SDK docs. We also have a dedicated chat SDK documentation, channels, users, threads, memberships, message drafts, all the chat specific stuff you need, plus conceptual guides that live right in the MCP server, security best practices, how to encrypt messages, how to handle JSONs, all the real world implementation details that turn prototype code into production ready applications. The second superpower is your AI can actually use PubNub, not just talk about it. Publishing messages, real publish operations that hit your actual PubNub app, you get back the time token and you can see it in your debug console. It's real. Subscribing to channels, your AI can listen for messages in real time, collect a specific number, or just listen for a timeout period. Every message comes back with channel, content, publisher, time token, everything you need. Message history, you can pull in stored messages from any channel. And presence, real occupancy counts, real user UUIDs, real-time who's there data. This means you can prototype, debug, and test real-time flows without ever leaving your chat window with the AI. There are also higher level tools for the bigger picture. The Write PubNub app tool generates complete app scaffolding. You describe a use case like multiplayer lobby, live sports scoreboard, delivery tracking, and the AI creates step-by-step instructions plus initialization code for your language of choice. And the Manage PubNub Account tool lets your AI manage your PubNub estate, list apps, create new keysets for demos, delete test apps when you're done. This is DevOps level automation right inside your AI conversation. And for teams all in on building a scalable chat system, there's a specific chat SDK mode. Enable it with the chat SDK flag, and now your AI only sees the chat SDK docs and chat specific tools. Everything is focused on channels, users, messages, threads, and memberships. Everything related to chat specific functionality. So here is why this matters for the future of vibe coding. Right now, vibe coding works great for prototypes, but the moment you need real infrastructure like databases, authentication, real-time communication, it breaks down. You end up spending more time fixing infrastructure than if you just built it traditionally. That's the problem we're solving. When your AI has direct access to infrastructure as tools, vibe coding goes from fast prototypes to fast production apps. No more bouncing between docs, admin portals, and your editor. No more AI hallucinating method names or authentication patterns. No more, let me just manually set this up because the AI keeps getting it wrong. You can actually vibe code from idea to production, not just idea to prototype. And for real-time specifically, this changes everything. Multiplayer games, live collaboration tools, real-time dashboards, things that used to require a specialized team can now be prototyped and deployed by one developer, having a conversation with their AI. That's the vibe coding future, and infrastructure is the missing piece.